You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's The Game After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's The Game After Show.
Welcome to The Game After Show right here on AFTERBUZZ TV. Bing is for doing, and I'm your host, Megan Thomas. And who are you guys over here? Over here grooving.
Fallon, Merecedes. I am so excited. Do you hear that beautiful music in the background?
We do have some beautiful music.
Not only can she sing, but she can act too. Look at you, Missy.
Welcome to the show, Miss Caitlyn Simone, also known as Britt Brat on The Game. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are y'all?
Good.
Awesome.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, introduce
And look at
him. He
this
won't
guy.
stop
Who's this
dancing.
guy that's jamming to Beautiful Life? Yeah, that's you.
I'm sorry, I'm getting my Tyson Beckford on right now, so just
That's a
bear
great
with
reaction.
me
That
here.
was so good.
I was jamming. That is a beautiful song.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
It is.
Incredible. And I'm Kevin John. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and being with us the whole season here on The Game. I'm
No,
so
it's the
excited.
finale.
It is the finale.
It's the season finale, and of course, we couldn't do it without having a member of the cast on the show. So that's exactly why we brought Caitlyn Simone here. Clap your hands, everyone. Clap, clap,
Yeah.
clap. Caitlyn Simone.
Yeah.
Caitlyn, you are amazing as Brittany Pitts on this show, little Brit Brat. Just want you to know that I'm going to whoop you as soon as we leave here because you need a whooping. You're so bad.
Okay.
You're such a bad kid.
Okay.
I'm saying you need a whooping.
Tasha may get mad. That's her job.
Oh, okay.
But
That's right. You're right. You're right. So how is it being on the show?
it's amazing. You know, there's so many people that I grew up, watching. Tia, Brandy, all those people I've gotten to work with, and it's a blessing. I love it. I'm learning a lot, and I can't wait to go back next season.
You know what's interesting is that now the younger generation is going to look at you and be like, oh, I grew up watching her.
Right.
That's my dream. That's what I'm trying to do it for.
Yeah,
Right.
you are
So-
really kind of like the next Brandy because you're acting and you sing. You
Yes.
are like this full package.
That's great. Whenever you get compared to people like that, and it just makes me feel great.
So what we're saying is the pressure is on because you're influenced the children
Yeah.
watching, so don't go all Miley
Definitely.
Cyrus on us, okay?
Oh,
Yes.
Her PR person is like, no reaction, no comment.
Exactly.
no, Miley's got her thing going. She's doing great
There
at what
you go.
she's doing.
Yes, and I can't
Great
believe
answer.
you're 17. Like I'm looking at you, you seem so mature.
Oh.
You do an amazing job on the show. I cannot believe she's 17.
I can't either. She walked into the studio handling herself like a lady,
Right.
speaking like a young woman, and it's
know.
just at 17 you have so much ahead of you. I'm very excited that you're already in the game. Like
Tell us how you got on
No
this.
pun intended. No pun intended.
But you don't know how many times people say that.
Oh yes. Tell us how you got on this show because I know it's an interesting story.
Yeah, well, it was my first audition ever. I didn't have an agent or a manager or anything. My dad kind of found it out for me, and I found out about it about 10 o'clock at night the day before, and I live in Houston, Texas. The audition was here in L.A.
okay.
I got a ticket as soon as I could. I was 4 hours late to the audition, and I didn't care. I just walked in. I was like,
It's
I'm
the game.
Caitlyn.
It's black people. They was expecting that. So,
You're not gonna do that.
that was bad. Yeah.
But I walked in. Robbie Reed, amazing woman. I'm so glad that she let me audition.
The casting director, right?
Yeah,
okay.
she's the casting director, and she just accepted me. I sang for her, and she loved it, and I got the role later.
Yes.
months later.
So can you give us a little exclusive? Will we be seeing you sing on the show?
Okay. You will see me on the show more next season. You will see Brittany change a lot, but I cannot tell you if she's going to be singing, but possibly.
So in other words, that was just a very elaborate way of saying yes.
Yes.
Okay. So,
But she didn't say yes.
Can we have our
But we're
exclusive
saying yes.
music,
Right.
sound effects?
Right.
Exclusive. That was definitely an exclusive.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
We appreciate that. Yes, we're definitely going to say that. The one thing I want to know is about your character. You know, Brittany is just all sorts of
Rebelling
spoiled,
and-
She's
rebellious.
confused.
Okay, tell us about your character and what you think about her.
A lot of people, when they first watch Brittany or see what she's about, they automatically have all these negative emotions about her. And I do know that she has issues, but at the same time, you do have to realize that she has to go through a whole lot. First of all, she has to go through the fame with her dad, which
Right.
is, I mean, there's proof all around you that can mess people up. But not only that, but her parents have issues and they divorce, and kids, they rebel when that kind of stuff happens. So
Right.
I kind of feel sorry for her at the same time. It's not all her fault.
Yes, I do. I feel sorry for
But
her.
she's bad. She's bad.
She's bad. She's bad. Let's talk about you as a person. You are a singer, you're a songwriter,
Yes,
actress. What's your favorite?
I started off singing before I was acting, so it's always going to be my first love, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. That's,
Now, is it true that you went to the same performing arts high school as Beyonce?
yes.
Wow.
Yes. We did not graduate from the school, but we both attended. So I can
That's-
actually say that.
Pretty big.
That is pretty big. Is there stuff like memorabilia, Beyonce memorabilia in the school?
They do. She was in the music department.
Okay.
I was in the musical theater department because I'm trying to juggle both at the same time.
Right.
But they do have, her picture up there and everything. And everybody that attends knows Beyonce went to the school, of course.
Yes.
Houston, Texas. We rep Beyonce.
I think they're going to rename Houston Beyonce. Or
Beyonce,
this is-
Texas.
maybe.
Yes,
they're,
right?
They're thinking about it.
Yeah, I heard the mayor put in
a request.
a request for that.
Beyonce, Texas. So, Beautiful Lie is your new song that you have coming out.
Yes.
What do you think about this song? Is it your favorite song? Is it a happy song to you? What was going on in your head when you wrote the song?
It has to be my favorite song that I have out right now,
Mm-hmm.
just because it was so close to what I was going through at the time. I
Mm-hmm.
co-wrote it, so it's always going to be really close to my heart. And yes, it is relatable in a big way. I was going through kind of a breakup, and
I know, girl.
Break your heart.
I
You
know.
are
Stupid little
beautiful,
teenage
right?
boys.
well, it
I
happens
bet
to
she's
everybody.
regretting it now, right?
I don't know. But yeah, it's what every girl goes through. So that is definitely my favorite song out right now.
Do you find any similarities of what Britt Brat is going through to yourself? You make this comparison with your music, but can you compare your real life situation to the character that you play on the show?
As far as, the family issues, my family is super supportive. I mean, they're Southern people,
Right.
happy all the time,
Right.
super great all the time. So they're cool, but the fame thing, I'm not going to say I'm famous or anything, but getting more popular, more well-known is a lot of,
You
things like-
famous.
Nah.
So humble of you, though.
I
What's-
don't like that word.
What's the hardest thing about fame this far?
I would people think that they know you and they don't, and then they try to make assumptions and assume, and the biggest thing that you just have to realize whenever you put yourself in that predicament is let it go, because you know who you are, and the people that matter know who you are. My fans, they're amazing people, and it seems like they've accepted who I am for who I actually am, and I guess that's the biggest thing.
Now, let's talk about the fans real quick, since you brought them up. What is one thing about your friends? What is one thing
Your
about
friends and fans.
Exactly.
There you go.
Stay in school, fans. I didn't get past the 8th grade. So, all right. What is one thing about your fans that they would not know about you by listening to your music, watching you on TV, and things of that sort?
That you're 5 feet. Or 5'2"?
Yeah, I'm short, guy.
Yes, I know.
So short.
There is nothing to be ashamed of. This other shorty right here is
Yeah.
very proud of it.
Yeah.
And
You
Fallon
have-
be working her short height. So
Yes,
she's-
she does.
Listen, you've got personality and presence. When you walked up in
Thank
here,
you.
everybody looked your way. So
Yes,
own it.
Thank
you better own that. You better own that
you.
5 feet 1 inch.
Yes.
All of it. All
You know what?
5 foot inches
I'll
of
even
it.
add a little half in there.
Go ahead, girl.
1/2. You
Yeah,
know?
don't let nobody take that from you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you just wrapped a new movie with a co-star, Tasha Mack, Wendy
Yes.
Raquel Robinson,
Yes.
called In Mysterious Ways. How was that working with her in a different capacity?
I mean, she's an amazing woman. She has, an acting school out here and everything, so she already has that motherly kind of touch,
Yeah.
whenever she's dealing with people. So when I was on set and the first time we saw each other, it was just a huge hug and like, hey, it was great. It was great. It was family. It wasn't even work. It was just
Yeah.
playing around.
Okay. I can see that. So when does the movie come out?
Next year, we're in
Okay.
post-production. We don't have a date yet or month, but it's in post-production. It'll come out next year.
Okay, you just keep going busy,
She is
girl. So
doing it.
busy. So you finished your summer tour around LA with your other single.
Yes,
Which
it's
is,
called Let Me Go.
okay.
Let Me Go. Yeah, it's a dance tune, so it's way different from Beautiful Lie, but I love it. I think it's easy to dance to. I think that a lot of people have taken it in, and I got a lot of good feedback from it.
Girl, you're on a roll. And so this weekend you have a video shoot, do you not?
Yes. I'm doing the music video for Beautiful Lie
Okay.
this weekend. I've tried to take as much opinion about what the fans wanted to see for the music video and put it all together, and hopefully I make them all happy. But it'll be coming out soon, so.
Yeah. Do you
Excited.
kiss a boy in this?
We're still thinking about it. May happen.
Girl, I'm gonna tell your mom.
PR person is like, I can't have her do
Tell your
that.
mama.
I don't know yet. I don't even know yet.
Acting. It's
Hey,
just
she'll-
acting.
She'll be 18 next month, all right?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
accounts for. And speaking of kissing boys, who would you say your celebrity crush is?
Ooh,
Oh.
good question.
Let me think. Okay. See, I have a really weird opinion about this because I am attracted to talent, and I
Okay.
think that my celebrity crush would have to be Robert Downey Jr. I just
Girl, that's
love
a good one.
Wow.
High five.
I just love.
Yes.
You just went like 2 decades over
I
you
know,
guys.
I know, but I just.
You gonna say
okay,
next
girl.
Morgan Freeman?
We're gonna,
Amazing.
we're gonna see you on the red carpet with some old guys.
No. No,
Don't
I'm
say
just-
that now.
I'd like to go out to dinner and talk.
But Eddie Murphy.
Robert Downey Jr.
I do see it because she's very mature beyond her years.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it would take somebody like that. you
Right.
know.
Yeah.
No, her mama is like,
No, Dad,
I know. Jason Pitts is not having that, honey. No. Do you have a boyfriend right now?
No. It ended about 3 weeks ago.
Oh,
really?
I see the
Fresh.
clothes fix on that.
Fresh.
Yeah.
To let him go.
No more boyfriend.
But you know what? It's because you got a new door ready to open, and it's gonna
Definitely.
be so big that he might have held you back.
Yeah, and I just moved out here and everything. My boyfriend was
perfect.
in Houston.
Perfect.
I don't expect, somebody to have that long distance thing. It's kind of unfair at the same time.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
No,
you can Skype.
No, she's gonna be so
FaceTime.
she's gonna be so focused here. She got her video shoot. She got
Right.
her movie about to premiere. She got another game
Yes.
season
Right.
to shoot.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time.
Ain't
for
no,
that.
not at all.
Okay. And then I have to ask this: are we gonna see your mom next season?
Oh, everybody
Kelly
wants to know.
Pitts?
You know what? All I'm gonna say is that I would love to see her, but
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
You know, we had to ask you.
Yeah.
But you had said, sometimes that we were talking in the screening room while we were watching the episode that sometimes you don't even know what's going to happen till the day
Yeah.
of when you're on set and you
Yeah.
have the script in your hand.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, they're not going to send you every single episode this season
Right.
because you're not going to be in all of it. So there'll be times I'm watching it for the first time just like anybody else. But definitely I'll get the script not that far away from the actual shooting time, and it's kind of a surprise. So
Right.
yeah, I actually don't know. It's actually a surprise, believe it or not. I don't know either.
That's all right, girl.
Uh-oh.
I didn't already predict that Brittany was gonna be pregnant. Her mama's gonna come. I done said all types of stuff.
Lord.
I think I heard that. I heard something about Brittany was gonna be dating a saber. I heard, yeah, a lot of stuff.
Oh, God.
No.
Uh-oh.
Wow, this is getting good.
Yeah.
This is getting good.
I heard all that stuff.
Okay, well then let's get into this episode. The season finale, also known as the hospital episode.
Can I just
aptly
say,
named.
chime in, who names these episodes? Like, really?
The hospital episode.
You had to put episode in it, in the name. Like, we know it's an episode. Like, I'll give you guys credit. You know, this season, I do like the episodes better than previous seasons. They're a little more in-depth, a little more dramatic. But the names,
They gotta
like,
get better.
I feel like at the end, they were just so tired. They were like, just name it the hospital episode.
I think it was
And the
probably easier to
intern was
organize.
like...
You know,
Right.
like, okay, just, you know, that's a way to organize
The
it.
intern was supposed to put the hospital, and then they put episode. Like,
I think a prolific writer from BET named it that, and they may get fired after viewing this.
Right.
No.
Let us know
All
what
right,
you
this is
think
amazing.
about
I know.
the hospital episode. Make sure you go to iTunes and subscribe to our podcast. Give us 5 stars, rate, comment what you think about the episode, the season finale, because we'd love to hear what you have to say. It's really easy. Go to iTunes, look for the game AfterBuzz TV, and click subscribe. Really
Boom.
easy. Boom.
and you know what
Boom.
they should also do? I don't know if you guys have watched it. Everybody here has watched Serial Buddies, right?
Yes, Adventures
It
of
is-
Serial Buddies.
It is such a great movie, and the beautiful and talented Maria Menounos
Yes.
had produced it. And you know, it helps us when you go to serialbuddies.com and download. It helps us here in the
Yes.
studios because we're able to get in more studios. We're able to have new equipment. We're able to bring in more guests. So it's kind of like an all around.
We're doing this for
plus.
you.
Yeah, exactly. So make sure you go to serialbuddies.com, download, watch, and tell
It's
us what you think
hilarious.
about it. Yeah,
Right.
it's a good movie.
Very good. So this episode, of course,
Megan,
yes,
real quick before we
what's
start
on?
the game
What's wrong?
episode, I'm missing our normal beginning. I mean, I'm used to doing that, and it just wouldn't feel right talking about
Okay, well,
this.
let's-
Okay.
this is what we do at the beginning of every episode. Typically, ready, go.
This is how we get ready for our game.
Oh, yeah.
Join in. You can join in with us. There you go.
All
right, we're ready. Let's
All
go.
Okay, there
Thank
we
you,
go.
Megan. Thank
so,
you.
of course, this episode opens up with Malik. Poor Malik has got his skull bashed in, his arm broken, and he's getting wheeled. Oh, there it is. So late.
A little late.
You all late.
You didn't give me time. You didn't give me time.
All right. Now, so we see that Malik has been hurt very badly because he got jumped by, what's his name?
Franco and
the
his
rapper
boys.
and his boys, his crew. And so everyone is at the hospital. We see, Keira first. I have to say this, you guys. Unfortunately, I was not believing Keira when she was like, I'm sad they said that the saber got wheeled in. I didn't believe that. It didn't touch me.
To me, Keira in this episode, she was so worried about her relationship with Blue that she just didn't seem like she really cared about Malik.
Yeah, and she says that. And TC's like, oh, wait a minute.
Exactly, she does say it. She's like, just kidding.
Right.
Well, keep it real. I mean, how close were Keira and Malik to begin
They
with?
were very
Yeah,
close.
that's her big brother.
Yeah, like when she
but
lost
still.
her V card, it was such a big thing.
That's her brother, man.
Whatever. She was there for Blue. She wasn't concerned about no Malik.
We see that.
That was evident.
Well, why don't you talk to us about this, Caitlyn? What do you think about Blue and Keira's relationship?
It's definitely an interesting one, as far as the drama that comes with them messing with other people. With me, it would have been easy to just been like, okay, well, we're done now because we're both tripping.
Right.
But I guess they're strong because they're coming back to each other, and it's cool to see that she cares about him enough to go to the hospital because the episode before that she did such a weird thing in that movie. The scene, I don't understand that, but it was cool.
Can I just say one thing to piggyback off of that, Megan, real quick? To me, I cannot believe that Keira had the audacity to somewhat justify her sleeping with her co-star by saying that Blue had brought the other girl that had came around that she got upset about.
Wait.
Right, that's what I was about to say. Hold on.
No. You know what? I'm going to let you finish that thought, please. By all means, go ahead.
I just cannot believe she actually brought that up as a legitimate justification for what she did with her co-star.
Can I jump in?
Go ahead, girl.
Please.
Please do.
Let me tell you something.
She went the hair flip on you, honey.
She got Willow Smith on me there.
First of all, we need to remember that Keira was a virgin. She doesn't know what she's doing. She probably doesn't know all the feelings that and emotions that are running through her body. So she just feels hurt and she thinks, okay, he wants to sleep with other people. Well, maybe if I sleep with somebody else, I'm going to get over her too. Don't front and act like you never got hurt by a girl and was like, okay, let me go be with another girl to get over.
And they weren't together. I will preface that they were not together.
Okay, they were together, but they still had feelings. They were unofficially together.
It doesn't matter.
They were emotionally together.
So it's okay for Blue to go sleep around, but Keira, after waiting 20 whatever years to do it.
And I wouldn't even say that. I would say this because they were not together at the time. You see the guy that you're supposed to be having a somewhat non-official relationship with, and he brings another girl to this photo shoot. Yeah, you
was sleeping. She caught him with many.
Yes. And so she sleeps with one person, so is that wrong? I mean, go ahead.
It's not just about like spite or, you know, revenge or anything. I think it's more so she wanted to do that so that he would get feelings for her again. I know it's really weird, but
you better speak the truth.
Women, why do y'all play these games with us? Really? And let me say this about Blue. I'm not at all excusing him for him sleeping around and all that other stuff. That absolutely, two wrongs don't make a right. But you don't see him trying to justify and saying, oh well, because you were with the co-star, I felt jealous. And
so you're saying that she should have never put the blame. She should have said, I wanted to sleep with him, so I did.
That's kind of an immature thing to do.
I understand that.
Yeah.
God, I love this girl. So awesome. Thank you.
Love you. So then we also see that Chardonnay comes in. She's distraught because she's thinking that it's Jason that gets, beat up. And when she finds it's him, she's cool with it. He gives her the jacket. She finds a note to Kelly. Why do you think he wrote a note? Why do you think your daddy wrote a note to your mama?
I think that my daddy,
Jason Pitts.
I think he loves Kelly till this day. I think that he loves Kelly. I mean, you don't have a kid with somebody and start a whole life with them and not love them out, just after divorce. So I do think that he has feelings for Kelly, and that would be really difficult for me, which I have props to Chardonnay that she can just handle that. But I think that he's in love with Chardonnay. He loves Kelly, but he's in love with
that.
her.
Right.
It makes sense to me now.
Yeah.
And I also think that after Tasha kind of told him that she forgives him and she's, on this forgiveness tour. And
exactly.
I think it kind of opened his eyes like, wow, like maybe I need to forgive Kelly in order to move on in my relationship with Chardonnay. I think the light just switched off in his head and realized the reason why his relationship isn't working out with his current wife is because he's still not completely over his previous wife.
Right. And he says, I'm just bad at relationships. I'm lazy, And I will say, I believe him.
He owns it.
Yeah, he does. Another thing that I noticed in the letter, he said, "You are the love of my life." And I know when Chardonnay read that, that's probably all that she's seen because she's thinking, how can that be the love of your life when we're supposed to be married? But I think there's some people, I think that first, puppy love or real relationship, that was his first experience being married. I think that was the love of his life, but he was too lazy to reconcile his relationship. So he probably does feel like he lost the love of his life, but he found love again.
Yeah, and a lot of guys end up, I think, getting that lazy feeling, and girls will do a lot of crazy stuff just for you to not be lazy.
I just so it doesn't give guys a bad rap on this laziness. Let me rephrase. I don't think it's as much laziness as complacency. And I think, once you're in it for a period of time, you no longer have to put forth as many emotions. You no longer have to put forth and do the extra things that you were doing in order to make that relationship work because you just get, complacent in it.
Right.
So, I know it can be attributed to laziness, but I don't know. I think laziness has such a negative connotation.
Well, he called himself lazy, honey.
He did.
He called himself.
But at the same time, girls do play a lot of games just to see that trying, like that emotion. They'll say something and you're supposed to react another way. You don't know it, but you're supposed to. And that's a fault on our part. I think that the games are like, just stop.
You realize you're 17 going on 35, right?
Right.
Good job. Man.
Got a old. So we see that, of course, Chardonnay gets mad, throws a ring, gets in the car. She stays in the car, and Jason, in his cheap self, has a GPS following her. So he realizes, hey, she's still here. and then she reads the letter that he writes to her.
Lovely.
You know what? This was in the predictions. Didn't we talk about this a couple of episodes ago? We said that what he should have done is said, hey, babe, I'm going to try this season. If I don't get the ring, I'm going to retire.
You know what I love?
What?
At the end of the letter, it says former Sabres player or former football player.
Guy that won the championship.
Oh yeah,
for the city.
But he said former, so he just showed her, Chardonnay, that he's willing to give up his football career to be with her. So,
yay, we love your dad.
and I love how he said my black wife.
Right, she's like your black wife.
That had everybody laughing.
Just to, let it out there that she's not the white wife, she's the black wife.
Just clarifying for everyone who's confused,
Yes.
of course.
Because they look just alike. So.
Right, of course. Then we also see that Tasha and her father are going at it. And we see where Tasha gets some of her craziness from.
Oh, yes.
Her daddy's just as crazy as her.
Yes.
And we see that, she forgives him for being the father that he was, the non-present father, alcoholic father, all of this stuff. And then he one-ups her and says, well, I forgive you for being a bad daughter.
Yeah.
Which to me is like the worst thing you can say to a child that you have abandoned.
It's not a real exception of an apology.
Right.
Yeah.
I will say this. I can understand him where he was saying, well, Malik visits me. And I think the older that we get, and I experienced this in my own relationship with my father, he wasn't the perfect dad that I wish he was. But the older I got, I realized that he didn't have the perfect relationship with his parents. So you carry everybody carries something different with them. So I started working on our relationship. I had to be the mature one. And now we have a great relationship. But it took me to realize, he didn't come from a perfect home either.
Yeah.
So I can understand where the father was like, because really Tasha's an adult and she has a child. If she knows how important a father figure is to her son, then she should know that it should be the same for her, that she should salvage that relationship if she has access for herself and for her son.
Right, and it's sad that it's taken her this long, this many years to figure that out with her father. It's taken her this long to apologize to her, to tell her dad she accepts his apology that he never gave her. So I think this is good that they have, gotten into it and they've hashed it all out. But of course, with them getting into it, they see that Malik has been rushed to the hospital, and the prayer that they give, I'm sorry, I had to laugh, because, she's like, Lord, take me now. And he's like, don't take them, take me, because I'm the granddad.
And then she's like, yeah, take him. Go ahead.
And then, of course, Malik wakes up, and he's just like, you know what, take them both, because they talk too much.
Oh, yeah.
And what did you guys think about him and the fact that he may not play football ever again? That's rough.
I think that, first of all, just goes to show the reality of the sport, you know, and just the reality of what happens in situations like this. People get career-ending injuries all the time.
Right.
Obviously, his was a little more serious, but I think what it also shows, too, is that football is not always going to be there for him.
Right.
He's not always going to be defined as the Sabres quarterback. So I think that, in retrospect, looking at that, he can say, you know what? Yes, my mother, my grandfather, all the relationships that he has around him, the importance and significance of them, because he won't have to rely on football and things of that sort. So I think it kind of gave you a different perspective into his, into his situation.
Right. And I think it's important, of course, you see he comes full circle with TT. They're now the best of friends.
Yeah, opening a business again.
Right. And I think it's going to be important because next season, he can't play football. So what else do you have?
Oh, yeah.
Life goes on.
Right. So he's got to fall back on the businesses I think that he's going to have. And I also think he's going to get back with Reese because he's now focusing on business, right?
I don't want him with Reese.
What do you tell me? I like Reese.
I want him with the assistant.
What? Tori's trash. That's why he's in this predicament now, because of Tori.
This is true, but I feel like Reese, to me, she really wasn't in it for him. It was really to get back at her father. I feel like he's gonna really help Tori with the situation with her son and being a single mom. He'll be there for her. I don't know. I just feel like for some reason that is going to come full circle and come together.
We'll see. I don't know. But I will say this.
Hold on. Do you have any exclusives on that?
No.
Like, no, they didn't give me that page.
No. Not that page.
Okay.
But I'm sorry. I had to laugh at the fact that Malik was like, when they said you have chlamydia, he's like, I still got that.
Yeah, still.
I had to laugh when he was like, how do you not know you have chlamydia?
Exactly. You know when you have. First of all, let me say I've never had
That's what I was going to say. I'm like, how do you know?
I've never had chlamydia or an STD.
Okay.
That I
Too
know
much
of.
insight on this.
But no, you know when you have that. With females, the symptoms aren't as, they're not as obvious. But with males, that's why I thought, I don't know if that was thrown in just for giggles in there, but that doesn't make sense.
Well, I will say, at Ron Diesel 12 on Twitter, what's up? Shout him out. He hit us up and he said that he didn't understand most of the jokes, and he said that most of these jokes in the season finale weren't needed. So I think that was one of the instances where it was, chlamydia.
He just
but
thrown
no,
it in.
that really means Malik is so dirty. He probably doesn't know how to feel without chlamydia. So he's like, well, I still got that.
I thought that was funny.
That was funny, though. I will say.
Yeah.
That was very funny. And so, of course, the episode ends with Keira and Blue. And, he's willing to work it out. He took what Jason said, which is,
Throw the towel.
Well, that's what Keira took. Keira took the part where Jason said, it's time to throw in the towel. And she did. I thought it was unexpected. I thought that they were going to end up walking out hand in hand, all happy. But, of course, Keira says, we're getting in each other's way. So do you guys think that that was a smart decision on her part?
Oh, sorry.
I feel like they were messing around with a few people, and they were kind of confused in the relationship. And maybe they do need a little break to step back. I don't think that they're totally wrong for each other, but maybe they do need to step back and be like, okay, let's just calm down and try again later. So.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I do like the. First of all, I want to say I'm kind of happy they didn't end up back together. Just because to all the couples get back together at the end, it's just too perfect.
Yeah.
It's like a Tyler Perry movie, all right?
There's nothing wrong with happiness.
You're right.
But
You're
then
right.
we get upset whenever reality hits.
Right.
You're like,
Exactly.
Where is
But
my
that's not
happy
reality.
ending? Where is my Prince Charming that's
Right.
gonna sweep me off of my feet? No, you're right.
Yeah.
Right.
No, so I do appreciate that aspect, and I also, I when really looking in at it, yes, Keira and Blue, they had, some wonderful times throughout the season, and some incredible emotional moments, but ultimately, she's trying to resurrect her career. He's preoccupied with football and other things going on. So the timing, I think, is everything.
I'm just getting sick of them back and forth. Like, it's making me sick because we already know they're going to get back together. Like, oh, here's the drama again. Like, before it was like, oh no, are they gonna get back together? Are they not? But now it's just that annoying friends relationship where, oh, we broke up. Y'all be back together in the morning.
I mean, I don't think that it's over. I think that they're going to continue this back and forth. I think for the next season, especially with Keira, I think she's going to finally come to her senses and realize that she really does love Blue. But at this point, he's like, I'm done. I can't.
See, that turns me off. I feel like I'm sick of their relationship now. Before I was I loved it. Now I'm just like, okay,
maybe
I'm
she's
over
gonna get pregnant. That's what I'm sorry. I want somebody to have a baby on this show.
Wayne. She's got Lil Wayne's baby. Oh, no,
that would be too much reality.
That's real.
That's the wrong show, honey. That's the wrong show.
I'm like, where did Lil Wayne come from?
Right. Okay, so go ahead.
Say this real quick about this episode. Before, one of the things I was upset about that I didn't see conclusion for this. I saw the little investigator there in the beginning, but I don't think they really showed conclusion with what happened to Franco. All the people that assaulted Malik, that left him in the situation that he was in.
That's for next season.
They didn't really conclude that. I wanted to see
we just
someone
had to
get
know that he didn't die. That's what we
and I'm
needed
sure
to know.
they're gonna come up again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but the bad guys.
See what's
that's
gonna
an
happen?
exclusive.
Yes.
It's an exclusive from Caitlyn. They're coming back.
Yeah. I think what's gonna happen too is that Malik's gonna get back with his assistant.
Hold on, wait a minute. We have to do predictions.
Oh wow.
And now, your AfterBuzz
And the
TV.
lights.
Right.
I know it's like
All right, Miss Fallon Merecedes.
So I predict that Malik will be getting back with his assistant. She is going to assist him back to health.
Oh,
and probably help him with the whole TT business adventure. And then Franco is going to be very upset and come back into the situation. But hopefully Malik will have a lot more security then.
Okay, Kevin.
You know, I think that Malik is going to stay single. I think he's going to stay single, and he's going to entertain the women as he always does. But I think he's going to stay single and just focus on his business endeavors and things of the like. I also think that Tasha is going to settle down next with the man that she can open up to and not have to
a new man.
A new man.
Okay.
New man. There you go. And also Britt.
Brat.
Britt
Right
Brat,
there.
yes.
Beautiful Brit Brat.
You know, my prediction for Britt Brat is next season she will come. She will fall in love with the character portrayed by Robert Downey Jr.
Yay!
Yeah, so-
So excited. What about your predictions, Caitlyn?
Okay.
They don't have to be right.
Yeah. Okay.
But we prefer them to be right.
Well, I predict that my mom may come back.
Okay.
I predict that. I think that Hosea, or y'all don't call him by their real name, but
yeah.
Malik. I think that Malik is going to have fun, you know, opening up his new business. I think he's going to settle down. I don't think he's going to be messing around with as much women. You know, whenever he loses his football mojo,
Right.
he's just going to be, you know, starting to calm down a bit. Maybe not so much partying, but then, I don't know, maybe that'll be boring, so.
Exactly. You need the drama.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Blue and Keira. I like that actually. I think Blue and Keira will end up getting back together.
And then break up again and then get back together.
Yeah, a couple of times, and then Kira's gonna get pregnant, have a baby. Somebody need to have a baby on this show. I'm sorry. We've never done this dynamic
not
on this
Brit
show.
Brat.
I know. I don't know. I think it is you, Brittany.
If they write in Lil Wayne as a character on the show, about 4
Y'all
girls
gonna
will
leave
get
her alone.
pregnant.
Y'all gonna leave them alone. All right, where can they find you guys?
You can find me online at Fit with Fallon, fitwithfallon.com, and Instagram too, Fit with Fallon.
Say that with me. Twitter and Instagram at Hey Kevin John. Facebook, Kevin John Peters. My website, www.itskevinjohn.com. Megan!
Yes, and we want to thank our beautiful guest
you.
today, Miss Caitlyn Simone. And where can we find you at, Caitlyn, online?
You can go to my website, www.CaitlynSimoneWorld.com, and Twitter and Instagram is at Caitlyn Simone.
And where can they purchase your new single?
Oh, iTunes, Amazon, anywhere you want to go. It's on there.
Yes.
Get it!
Well, make sure you check out Beautiful Live by Miss Caitlyn Simone. I am Megan Thomas. You can always find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at Meg Scoop. And until next season, we enjoyed you guys. Make sure you keep watching. Bye-bye.
Appreciate it.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.